Hello everyone. Today we have with us Mrs. Sunita Rai Kannan. She is into teaching since last 22 years. She has done her MSc in Analytical Research, then followed by B.ed and M.ed. So she is one of the famous personalities in the stretch from Cadbury to Upvan. She holds 3 branches there, one in Samtanagar, then in Vartak, and she has been really a successful teacher since years. So we have Sunita Rai Kannan with us, and we're going to see how she has been into teaching and what were her experiences here. Hello ma'am. Ma'am, what was it that made you go into teaching or into this profession?
So actually, basically, it was a passion for teaching. I've been taking tuitions, since college days, and after my MSc, there were a lot of options. And in fact, I worked in quite a few places, but the respect and the affection, what I got from this profession, it could not be compared. So I opted for my passion. Of course, at that time, if you see remuneration-wise, that was not that much teaching. But today, teaching is a lucrative profession.
So it was your passion that you followed that time. Okay.
See, we started basically, when I started, there were just 30 students in 1990.
So this started in 1990?
1990, 30 students, 60 students, and by 1994, we had around 300 to 400 students. 2 batches of standard 10. And the scenario was like, we used to stop the admission. Personal attention, that was
So personal attention was the motto?
We didn't compromise on that. So small crowd.
So personal attention was the main thing that you were focused on. Okay, so you've been into teaching since 1990. So what was your experience with the students then? Like you told, there were 30 students initially. So how were the students then and how are the students now? I mean, with the advent of technology and the computers and mobile phones. So do you think there is a change in the behavioral patterns of the students? And
there's a change, there's a difference in culture. See, when I say culture, it's a behavior pattern. The yesteryear students, when they were reprimanded, they were punished, they would keep their head down. They would keep their head down. They would definitely approach us after the lecture saying their side of the argument, but they wouldn't argue in the class. But today's student, they will argue. They are, it's a difference. Basically, they are not shy. You must have noticed, even at social functions, some years back, only few students coming up in the center. Today, everybody hits the dance floor. See, coming to the academic point, the attention span has reduced. 30 to 40 minutes, not more than that. They cannot concentrate more than 30 to 40 minutes. There has to be some kind of visual aid. A teacher has to be an entertainer. A good
so this
teacher
follows the thing that Bollywood does. So that is entertainment and entertainment.
No, it's not. No. See, you're getting it wrong. The teacher has to have a good knowledge of the subject. See, you cannot be just entertainer. She has to have, or he has to have a good knowledge of the subject and teaching and entertaining.
Okay. So both of it.
See, this is one thing. Secondly, what we have noticed is the reading. That has reduced, They cannot read, they cannot concentrate. And, slowly even the textbooks are going to be replaced. I think we'll be going to have laptops, and so reading habit is very poor.
So do you think these technology, the audio-visual teaching age or anything of that sort, which is of there are many new technologies, so mobile and also, do you think this is indirectly harming? Do you feel it is?
See, must have read all this essays, pros and cons. Let me not go into it. See, like some few days back, I just happened to see some of my students, they were clicking at the timetable, which was displayed on the notice board. They were asked to copy down the timetable.
But they
are clicking the okay. And then, of course, it has opened up avenues of copying. Pehle khali wo mini copying and all that they had,
Yes. So today even the internet is helping them in copying.
Internet copying, I don't know how, but let's see, there are advantages and the disadvantages.
Okay, so you feel that technology today is some or the other?
It has, definitely it is. It's not harming them, but I think today's students have become a bit lazy.
Because of that technology.
See, they are ready with all the information.
Okay. Which was not the case earlier.
Earlier.
Okay. So, since it has been like 22 years of experience, so can you give us an instance like you had to face a difficult situation with the students or any of that incident and how do you tackle it, like being a teacher?
See, basically, there were challenges, but the biggest challenge as teachers we are facing today, the new government policy, which is more activity oriented. They stress more on activity. They are assessed on the basis of the activity up to the 8th standard. It's a good policy. But in India, where the teachers they have to handle 60 to 70 students per batch, it's very difficult for a teacher to assess the students based on activity. And when these students, when they come in 9th standard, where they are assessed theoretically, okay, we find, the basic concepts are not clear, and the learning habit, the studying habit is not there. So this is where the last 2 years we have been facing the problem. That is because, as I told you, the learning habit, all that has been lost. And it's really difficult. And by the time, see, I'll give you an example, like language. Till 8th standard, they just write a 40 marks paper. Okay? And 9th standard, they have to write a 80 marks paper for 2 years. And only 2 exams. And by the time they reach their 10th standard, they have just given 2 exams.
Correct.
The speed, as I told you, see that writing habit is not there. So this is where today we are really facing the real challenge is educating today's student.
Okay. So, so that was Sunita Rai Kannan with us sharing her experiences. Thank you so much.